Hello, my name is Wanda Bowie, and today I will discuss my intentions for my 1 hour lesson that I developed using the Instructional Design Planner. The goal of the lesson is for me to instruct fifth grade students on the rules of adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators by replacing given fractions with equivalent fractions and in such a way to produce equivalent sums or differences with two fractions that will have like denominators. Now, in this lesson, I plan on having the students to read about addition and subtracting of fractions, as well as using vocabulary terms that are related to the lesson so that when they speak, they will speak with mathematical terms. Now, the children will be working together in whole group. They will be working in small group as well as independently. Now, the students will also be allowed to view videos from different websites that will pertain to the concept that we're learning today. The children will then discuss given fractions and relate the fractions to show how they will be rewritten. As you know, I said it before, that the fractions will have unlike denominators, but we know that we cannot add or subtract fractions with unlike denominators. They have to be changed into equivalent fractions. The students will be able to learn about the equivalent fractions and changing the fractions so that they will all have the same part. When they have the same part, they will be able to add and subtract and get a sum or a difference. Now, if any time that these students are still struggling, I will step in and do a one-on-one plan with the students so that I will ensure that they are learning the concept. Not only will I do that, I will also have them to work with their peer tutors or their shoulder partners to learn the concept in a way that maybe they didn't understand when I was teaching it to them. So the whole goal and the concept of this lesson is to teach them how to change the unlike denominator into an equivalent fraction. Now, the easiest practice I understand from experience is that children need you to model, model, model. They also need to have visual aids to ensure that they can see what they are learning, write it down for themselves, and be able to go back and look at how they solved the problem using the correct formulas and be able to understand how they got from one part to another. When a fraction had an unlike denominator, it was changed to an equivalent fraction, and now they are able to use the equivalent fractions to add and subtract a fraction, getting a sum or a difference, and using a visual model as well as using addition, subtraction, and being able to use multiplication. Now, even with this lesson, they may be learning it in fifth grade. These students were given this practice in fourth grade. So it's just a scaffolding where they were learning in fourth grade that was preparing them for fifth grade. So the prior knowledge comes in where they had to understand there are fractions that have unlike denominators, but in order for them to be added or subtracted effectively, they have to be changed into equivalent fractions. So that is the lesson of the discussion board that I used for this particular lesson.